Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Heartland and if there will be a season 16. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the series, it's about a girl with a remarkable talent for horse training and her family. If you have any burning Heartland season 16 questions, you've come to the correct spot. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. So season 15 of Heartland seemed to wrap everything up quite nicely for the characters. Rick and Katie helping Lou and Peter get back together. Logan was convinced to get back to high school. Lily and Wade parting their ways. Howler winning at races thanks to Amy, and the letter Ty wrote for Amy. It was quite heartwarming seeing the character get sweet endings. However, some people still have a say in this situation. Some fans suggested that the detail with Amy getting Ty's letter from Lily could have a deeper meaning than we think, since it might foreshadow the fact that Ty might still be alive, and the 16th season will be focusing on their relationship once again for the first time after his death in the 14th season of the series. There is still some speculation about the love interest for Amy. Some fans, however, say the opposite, since a new potential love interest for Amy was hinted at throughout the 9th episode, Brand New Day. Amy's decision, however, is shown to be final. She wants to honor their bond. She tells that Jack when they were talking about Logan, who is thinking of dropping out of high school. She said, "When I see a kid like Logan, I know what I have to do. Logan needs that place. It's like what Heartland was for Ty. That center could be a haven for so many kids if it's allowed to grow. And Ty and I can leave a legacy together just like he wanted. And I think Lily would approve too." That also applies to Lou, who was concerned about losing Peter, yet was confused about her feelings towards him. Despite Lou talking to her sister, she was still unsure about what to do when it comes to Peter, causing Rick to also take the responsibility to help her and even bring her an Amazon Echo to help her relax. However, that night, Katie helped Lou finally make a decision by opening up to her and telling her mom about her true feelings towards the situation. After dinner, Katie went to talk to Lou about what she said at their camping trip about her parents and admitted that it was wrong for her to say that she's fine with the way things are now, because the truth is she saw her parents at Tim's wedding and was scared to get her hopes up about them getting back together. She also added, "I know I said I was fine with the way things are between you and Dad, but I'm not always fine, Mom. I'm completely confused about what I want, because I saw the two of you together at the wedding and I thought, I really did, that you might get back together, that we could be a family again. I didn't want to get my hopes up." Despite all of this, there are still some tangled love connections with Peter. On the other side, Caleb was preoccupied with Peter, commenting that the matter is still in love with Lou and that it could be a simple matter and not as complicated as Lou makes it out to be. This seemed to finally help Lou and Peter decide what they wanted to do. So at the office, Lou tries to contact Peter, but in vain, since he already was heading to Paris on a business trip. Not knowing that her husband was going on a trip, Lou gets upset, thinking that her husband didn't bother telling her about it, and all her insecurities came back to haunt her, telling Rick that she feels pretty much abandoned by Peter before she storms off the office. Fortunately, Rick didn't stay still and look at his friend suffering on her own and took matters into his own hands. Rick called Peter and told him that Peter needed to get home as fast as he can. Peter did just that and came back to Canada on the first flight back. Rick explains the situation to him, saying that the couple needed someone to help put things in motion. A frustrated Peter then saw Lou walking in on them, who was surprised to see her husband back again. Lou finally took the initiative and asked him to go on a trail ride with her and talk a little. The couple went out and sorted things out, with Lou finally telling Peter about her decision. Don't go anywhere, because we're just about to find out whether the 16th season will be holding any new surprises for our beloved watchers. So stick around. The 16th season of Heartland has yet to be announced by CBC. The decision of renewing the series is still under debate at the moment. However, fortunately, it looks like it is due to happen at any time, since the 15th season got so many positive reviews. CBC might take the fans' response into consideration and make their wish come true. And with an overall high score on IMDb, as well as positive television ratings on Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes, there are people who know if there will be a season 16, but they are bound by a contract. Amber Marshall, the actress that plays the role of Amy, was on Graham Wardle's podcast, Time Has Come, where she revealed some crucial information about the series in general that could also be a hint for the date of the season. She said that the scripts for Heartland are always written 2 years in advance, and that the stories for season 16 might already be written, but they will never be revealed ahead of time. However, fans took it as a mission to guess and predict what will happen, given the clues in season 15's finale. We could hear about season 16 of Heartland soon. While a release date for season 16 is difficult to predict, we may look to prior seasons for guidance. Heartland season 15 was confirmed by CBC a little over 2 months after season 14 concluded in Canada. The last episode of season 15, Leaving a Legacy, is scheduled to premiere on December 19th, 2021, which suggests the news might be released by spring of the following year. A new season's planning, filming, and post-production typically takes 6 months. With that in mind, season 16 may arrive on our screens as early as September 2022. This is, of course, the best-case scenario, and we cannot guarantee that CBC will make the announcement so quickly or favorably. So, who could be cast in the Heartland season 16 cast? A lot of people think that other characters will get the spotlight this time, namely Lindy, Parker, and Katie might get more screen time, with the last two getting love interests. There are also some assumptions that Georgie will be coming back in the newer seasons, despite not appearing in the former ones, and will probably take her and Quinn's relationship to the next level. Being Lou Peter's adopted daughter, who's been part of the show since season 6, she could have a more extended story due to the fact that the last time she was seen was at the end of season 14, when she traveled with Quinn to Florida for the purpose of training with world-class show jumpers at her boyfriend's family facility. In the 15th season, her adoptive mother Lou can also be seen making a couple of references to Georgie and saying that her daughter is busy competing despite not making any appearances in the episodes herself, which makes us wonder what she might be up to. There are cast members whose fate is up in the air. Thankfully, there might be a chance that Georgie will appear in the future, since CBC didn't release any official statement about Georgie departing from the show. Luckily, this is an indication that she will be present in the 16th season, but just to make sure, we need an actual confirmation from CBC over the entire thing. The lack of news about Georgie might also be due to the fact that Alicia Newton, the actress who plays the role of Georgie, is just taking a temporary break from the series and might come back again. This can also be the case for Graham Wardle, who took the role of Ty on the show, since he also took small breaks from the series in past seasons. Alicia could have wanted to focus on her horses and other shows for a while, as she is definitely still acting, according to her Instagram. Still, her disappearance from the 15th season left the audience speculating about her fate and her involvement in the story. It's also unlikely that Heartland's cast will change in the upcoming season, with major characters like Ty being dead according to past seasons. The show was hardly able to bring new faces, but it's also possible that other characters will get the spotlight. Yet the major character's spot in the series will still be empty and up to debate. That's all we have for today on season 16 of Heartland. What are your thoughts on the 16th season of Heartland? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified with our latest videos.